The CoinSeries channel is pleased to have you back. Ripple and their newly opened offices, about which much speculation has ensued since they began accepting clients yesterday, are among the many topics we address in this lengthy video. An operation on a global scale was about to be initiated by that wave. It seems improbable that Ripples will depart from the nation now that the US administration has greater understanding regarding Xrp. Zom and Sam's relationship will be the focus of our discussion. Looks like you haven't been keeping up with the maintenance. You may now refer to the Zom wallet as Sam. Legal elucidation is required with respect to Xrp, the routers. We will now talk about a crypto law proposed by, you guessed it, I bet you guessed correctly. They wrote a great piece that compared Terraform's case to this. Elizabeth Warren's proposed new crypto regulations are harmful to the sector as a whole, but I seriously doubt they will make it through Google's stringent testing procedure before 2023 comes to a close. Not long after that, Palau announced the wonderful news that the Xrp Ledger and Ripple Net platform had passed its test. It was successful in its aims. They bring a tremendous sense of relief. Holy cow, this is enormous. Reason being, I'm going to tell you this is a global testing field. I believe the Bitcoin market is a proving ground for the US dollar, the Federal Reserve, and Xrp, so let's go in without further ado. $41,000. It is currently down 1.3%. The price of Ethereum has increased by 1.51% after 24 hours, reaching 2,290 miles. In comparison to USDT and USDC, which are both at 99 cents, Xrp is currently worth 62 cents. Approximately 1% is the current drop. Each and every one, we do not want Bitcoin to go above $40,000. Pay attention, everyone. Even after the most recent drop, which came in at $1,588,000,000, we will not allow the total cryptocurrency market cap to drop below 60 cents, so keep an eye on Xrp. From my point of view, ontology will always be a source of frustration. We do not intend to go into full-on bullish mode just yet. We need to raise more than $2 trillion. In its announcement for contests, Ripple highlighted its new global headquarters in San Francisco as the focal point of Xrp drops. At 600 Battery Street, in Jackson Square, close to the Embarcadero San Francisco, is Ripple's new corporate offices. Joel Katz documented the grand opening of Ripple's new headquarters with photographs, and the results are jaw-dropping. The space is ultramodern and beautiful, and the seats are fascinating. Regardless, the data it presents and the argument I'm attempting to make are simple. Ripple will continue to include the United States. At some point, Ripple will be comfortable. From my point of view, this is a really inviting choice. Now that the SEC case has shed light on the problem, they are considerably more certain. In the past 3 months, Xrp's value has grown by 30%, as can be seen in the bottom right corner of the screen. Impressive, isn't it? The fact that players are still learning the ropes and the Bitcoin markets are currently in what may be termed as a bear market makes this particularly true. Is that what you think? Regarding Sam, who was once known as approximately 2.6, we would say that it is nearly finished. Could you please tell me what the key features of version 2.7 will be? He solicited votes on the following: automatic support for any change, no updates at all changes, and an Xrpl network plus functionality. I don't know much about the auto support for amendments, but since the amendments in question still require testing, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't jump on the bandwagon and support them right away. From what I can see, most people will go with the Xrp Ledger Network plus functionality. Time will tell how incredible it is to see some of our Zoms. The newly renamed and relaunched Zom wallet is progressing well. Sok entitled his legal paper on routers, Raft dropped, Ripple affects developments following groundbreaking decision. Yup, Ripple Labs has been copied. Distinct from the Terraform case in both substance and procedure, this article draws attention to the Howey test shortcomings. Anyone glued to their screens can see me detonate this, and under new information has emerged since Judge Torres issued his summary decision in the SEC versus Ripple's case on August 18. The SEC launched an interlocutory appeal to try to reverse the court's rulings against Ripple's programmatic Xrp sales. There were no securities involved in the secondary market transactions. The most important thing to keep in mind is that secondary sales do not mean security. Just because you and I buy XRP on these exchanges doesn't mean it's a security. Please, our revered judge. On October 3 this year, the SEC decided to hold off on a decision on a legal issue where there was a substantial basis for dispute. The SEC frequently mentions that the Howey test is adaptable, although the paper states that it is not endless when applied to different scenarios. It appears like the SEC is trying to manage things it wasn't meant to. This decision and this case are currently under review in relation to XRP. The sales procedure will also set the standard for future cryptocurrencies, both established and emerging, to follow in their pursuit of openness. The question remains, however, who would protect these currencies once the SEC starts to do so? We are aware that they have examined over 63 currencies as securities. The one I like to highlight the most is whether Charles Hoskins will step up and do something about ADA. We have no idea. Xrpl. Everyone, she is engaged again. Legislation to regulate Bitcoin has been introduced by Senator Warren. You can be sure that she does. She is pushing for legislation to control the sale of cryptocurrencies. I hold the optimistic view. Why is this bullish, though? Accordingly, she is trying to disseminate the notion that cryptocurrency is losing ground. The likely outcome is that they will step up their efforts to exert price pressure in an effort to lower costs even further. Consequently, they are available for purchase by the big players, and I am about to provide an interesting article and slides on BlackRock. Since AMI isn't available, here is the whole footage from Ripple Swell. They talk about how Dubai became a world leader in cryptocurrencies and how they intend to become a crypto hub. This communication was sent by Dr. Martin Al-Irani, the godfather of the ecosystems in the UAE. If what he says is true, Dubai was one of the first cities to embrace blockchain technology and its associated government initiatives. Back then, the city was also keen to find out how Bitcoin could help the United Arab Emirates. In 2014, residents of Dubai hosted the region's first Bitcoin conference. Under Ron's leadership, the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Oman formed the Gulf Cooperation Council. The next year, 2016, the FBI revealed their plan for blockchain technology in Dubai. The objective is to work together with Dubai businesses to create mutually beneficial public and private initiatives. These individuals will be attending Swell, which took place 2 months ago, to share information and establish connections, and he just spoke there. The reason Ripple calls these smaller meetings is so that these top executives may have future conversations on cryptocurrency strategy. You can anticipate them to make another statement if they aren't planning to work with Ripple, otherwise, there's no way they would have gone to that conference. An updated cryptocurrency system is soon to be available. We know that the SEC will approve all spot Bitcoin ETFs, thus this is setting the stage for ETABS, which is related to crypto ads and the products they want to sell. Traders can put their trust in these platforms and trade shares. All of these funds will be vying for the most valuable assets, meaning they will buy and hold on to more of them, because BlackRock isn't willing to give first-mover advantage. Our lives will be greatly improved as a result, in my opinion. This is because, in my opinion, the SEC will most likely grant approval to all of the petitions at the same time. Since they were the pioneers in the market, they likely won't want to give anyone an advantage. Having worked for BlackRock in the past, I can shed some light on the matter. Given that Vanguard approached you, I interpret their approach as an indication that industry powerhouse BlackRock will exert significant sales and distribution efforts to secure the default ETF for themselves. Is everyone here? There were rumblings within the corporation regarding the possibility of removing Vanguard's AUM entirely, notwithstanding its current presence, in relation to ETFs. Leave no space for them to develop. It would not surprise me if influential financial firms like BlackRock continue to support digital assets, like Bitcoin. We do have the support of the BlackRock team, and they are already en route. Institutions that are a part of this bull run are coming to inform you about the most ridiculous cycle you have ever seen. Mary C. Hall is where this information is sourced from. Keep in mind that the public XRP ledger was important in creating the US dollar, which in turn backed the stable coin that was produced in Palau. After testing out the Xrpl-based stable currency, the Palauan government is pleased with the results. For some time now, the president has been making this a point, and he now believes it will bear fruit. To me, this is more of a test run. The US government takes XRP's performance in the Palauan island states as evidence that the cryptocurrency may really bridge the US dollar and make international and domestic money transfers easier, as promised. The US government is closely monitoring the situation. As we have seen, around 5 or 6 more central banks are building XRP ledger nodes that will utilize XRP. We are aware that this is only the start. Xrpl has already announced conversations with 20 additional companies, and another half dozen have probably not made public announcements either. Be vigilant and observe your surroundings. Quiet down and debunk the urban legends. Put aside the money right now. It seems like we have a decent grasp on the outcome here. An upswing is on the horizon. Just hang in there, relax, and we'll take care of everything. Everyone can now agree, 2024 is going to be the best year ever. Do me a favor and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, farewell.